Let's initiate. What's up? Doing another drive today. This is 2020.44.10.2, and as you can see, there's been some pretty big updates. To the UI specifically. As you can see, the UI has more focus on the FSD beta visualization and less focus on the miles per hour, you know, whether it's park or drive. Also too, like stopping at a traffic light. Here we have a biker that's moving over to the right, which is good. We also have another biker up here on the left, and it is trying to move over to the right, but keeping in mind this truck. So very, very good. Handled two bikers very well. Okay, we're gonna go here, make a left. So the one thing that's been interesting is that as we've been doing more testing, let me just turn on some of this heater. As we've been doing more testing and as these improvements have been going in, I've been noticing less and less disengagements, which has been great. You know, it's been really, really cool. It's making improvements all the time, but as Elon actually responded to me yesterday, and he low-key was like, it's gonna take 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So the big call out here is that, you know, as these improvements go in, they're going to probably make leaps and bounds, but they may also take a small, big step back. I haven't personally noticed those. So it's interesting that it says navigate on autopilot currently unavailable. So, okay. Alright, so this is the one spot where it goes over late. Okay, I'm going to send that in. You know, the team needs to be aware of that. I'm going to press it again. Okay, and we're going to make a left here. Left. I'm making a left here, and it's sensing people, so it's being cautious, and then it's executing. It's interesting that it keeps making those chimes. It's almost like in the past, what those chimes meant was when you re-engage autopilot. So I don't know exactly what's going on there, but car just came at us and it moved slightly over to the right. And it looks like we have partially a construction zone up here. So, give it the nudge. The nudges on in the city are a little bit, they're definitely a lot less frequent than navigate on autopilot, but they're still there. And I still think it's warranted, and I don't know if that's necessarily something that even Tesla will be able to stop doing for a while until, you know, obviously there's full autonomy. But either way, it's still very cool to see this. The car over here is making a right, and we're going into a construction zone. The other day it had actually merged. It had actually merged with another car. So it's interesting here. It's God, I need to give it the nudge. much. Over here, as you can see, it was kind of riding on those, like, you could feel the little bumps. The main reason for that is because it's trying to stay a little bit further away from the wall and the cones, which actually makes sense. That's just actually something I would be doing. I probably would have gone a little bit further out actually, but either way, it's detecting it. And it's interesting between a wall versus a cone. Cones, it actually kind of weaves in and out because the wall is a straight line, so you actually know it'll weave in and out more and more when it's a cone. But with a did a weird kind of stop-ish. I don't know if it was just extra alert or what the situation was, but either way, it's back. But yeah, so as you deal with cones and all that other stuff, the cones, it'll weave in and out a little bit, and then with a wall, it'll stay more flat. So just something that I've noticed. Safely to the far left. Alright, so here we are. We're going to make a left-hand turn. And it's going to typically always goes into the far left. And the reason actually why that's so important, even if it's a one-lane road, a one-lane left turn, is because it should stay in the far left, and especially when you have two lanes that are making a left, the second lane can go to the second and third lane like over, right? And so that's been a manual adjustment. Oh, and we hit the light anyways. One more night, buddy. Okay. Yeah, I'll turn it off. See, it's off. No, we're just doing a couple. We're gonna finish up the drive, and then we can do songs on the way back.